television city in Hollywood. Chrysler Corporation, maker of these 5 great cars. Plymouth, Dodge, DeSoto, Chrysler, and the exclusive Imperial, the 5 great cars of the forward look. Chrysler Corporation presents Climax. Tonight starring Hume Cronin, Peter Lorre, Bonita Granville, Arthur Treacher, Buddy Bear, John Lupton, and James Gleason. And now your host for Chrysler Corporation, Bill Lundigan.
Good evening. You know, tonight we're in for a most amusing change of pace as 2 dignified and respectable clergymen find themselves involved with the police. That was only the beginning of their troubles, which involved a getaway car called Rosie, a frantic trombone solo, a spare tire worth $35,000, a groom with a rather unusual problem, and a bride-to-be who found the road to the altar had many surprising and rocky detours. Those are the ingredients for tonight's warm and delightful comedy, which was adapted by Whitfield Cook from a story by Leo Galen. And now on Climax, the 5th Wheel.
On a corner in a town called Newton, there is a restaurant, a gas station, there is a finance company, and St. Andrew's Episcopal Rectory. They are about to be linked together in a bizarre adventure which happened to Dr. Muldoon. It grew to such proportions that eventually even I, Bishop Thornley, was drawn into it. Dr. Martin Muldoon, in residence at the rectory, had many interests. He had his trombone, his fish, his fine collection of religious works, and, of course, his splendid charities. Today, however, he had a new gadget, and though he had by no means lost interest in his many pursuits, he was nevertheless absolutely fascinated by his new gadget. He had been told it would be educational, instructive, and broadening, and it was indeed all these things.
Friends, this is Friendly Frank, your friendly used car dealer. You will be cheating yourself of the opportunity of a lifetime if you don't come to Friendly Frank's, where every car has a friendly price. Come in, see me personally. You literally cannot afford not to buy a car from me.
Since one gadget often leads to another, Dr. Muldoon was considering buying a car. After all, could anyone afford to turn down Friendly Frank's sensational friendly offer? Across the street, behind our more than friendly windows, the Never Worry Finance Company was worried.
The name is J.L. Spivitz. I regret to say he has missed 3 payments on the car he purchased. It would be a shame to take his car away from him, but if he doesn't cooperate, Never Worry will be forced to take steps. Perhaps the poor chap is in some trouble, through no fault of his own, of course. We should help him. Let's take his car back.
This is J.L. Spivitz, trying to keep his car out of reach of the finance company. Don't pay too much attention to him. He's merely a minor character who never appears again. His only importance to our story is that he drove his car to the next town and parked it in a vacant lot. A vacant lot which happened to be extremely available to two dubious gentlemen named Normie and Moe.
No, Mo, no. I'm going to hold up the bank alone. Look, if a job has to be pulled, the fewer the better.
Oh, take me along, Normie, please.
Mo, let me explain it to you again. Now, tomorrow morning, as soon as it opens, I hold up the Amalgamated Trust Company in Newton. And you'll be waiting for me where?
Where?
Lou's Beanery.
Oh, yeah, Lou's Beanery. But what do you beat it over to Newton then?
Well, grab myself a car.
What car?
Any car. See this one down here? It's been standing in that vacant lot now for 2 days. Who is going to miss it?
Fortunately for the depositors, the bank accounts in the Amalgamated Trust Company were all insured. Normie was arranging his own insurance.
I'm going to have this whole rectory spiffed and span and shining before I leave you. Oh, Uncle Martin, how can you ever get along without me to housekeep for you?
Oh, Molly, Mrs. Hennigan will do very well for me.
And I just worry she won't keep the place nice. She's so old, poor thing.
Yeah. All of 55, I'd say.
Her bones creak.
Well, so do mine. We can play duets.
You're just saying that to make me feel good. I feel so guilty walking out on you to marry Eddie.
Oh, nonsense, Molly, nonsense. And besides, Eddie's what I believe is called a fine, upstanding young man.
I told him not to whistle at the rectory like that. It's undignified.
Oh, it's just Eddie's way of saying good morning.
Eddie Nolan, you're not to whistle at the rectory like that.
Well, Martin, busy with your good works, I see.
Oh, the Reverend Mr. You still jealous of my musical talent?
As I recall it,
Good morning, Mr. McCarkle.
the bishop was never none too pleased with your choice of an instrument. Oh, good morning, Molly.
May I ask what you're doing spying in my parish this morning?
I walked in this direction this fine day for the sole purpose of telling you trout season opens on Thursday.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. I have it marked on my calendar.
And I have my license.
And I have mine.
Then when are you going to make up your mind to buy a car so we can go up to Rainbow Lodge fishing?
No. I'll not be rushed into things, Joe.
Rushed, the man says. 7 months ago you promised you'd buy a good used car and take me fishing.
Well, I've been studying the market. I think I've finally decided to patronize Friendly Frank. His prices are fair and his upholstery's clean. I'm quoting.
Well, in the name of heaven, patronize him and soon. I've all my tackle, all nicely cleaned up, and some of the prettiest flies you ever laid your eyes on.
And so have I. I'll buy the car tomorrow, Joe, and no more dilly-dallying.
Martin, you're a man of decision. Hey, congratulations. 35 grand.
Where's the stuff?
Have I got it in a good place?
Well, come on, tell me. Where's the
All
stuff?
right. Give you 3 guesses.
Oh, you know I ain't no good at games.
Come on, Mo, guess.
No sign of J.L. Spivets. No sign of the car either. I combed the neighborhood where that poor, unfortunate Spivets is supposed to live. I went up one street and down another, and not a sign of that Plymouth, engine number 8746228. More and more defaulted payments. Is the Never Worry Finance Company losing its grip? Perhaps we should change the name. Vanderveer. Unless I am stark, staring mad, there's our Plymouth, engine number 8746228. You know, my grandfather used to have a horse that always came home by itself. This calls for fast action.
Oh, no. Guess again.
Oh, I'm tired of guessing, Normie. Come on, tell me where the dough is.
Come on, Mo, it's only a game.
Now, look, my blood pressure's going up like the doctor said I shouldn't let it. Now, tell me, where's the 35 grand?
All right. It's in a spare tubeless tire of the car. Good?
Hey, not bad.
Not bad. It's terrific. You see, all we have to do now is take the money out after it gets dark. Then we leave the car somewhere in the woods and beat it out of the state, see?
You know what I'm going to buy me first off?
No, Mo. What are you going to buy you first off?
Some of those beautiful suede shoes with those cute little tassels.
Elegant, huh?
I think I deserve a little elegance.
Oh, sure, Mo. Sure you do.
You know, I've been dreaming about suede shoes for a considerable time now.
Yeah, well, everybody has his dreams. I'm going to get myself a beautiful, tiny little platinum watch.
Watch. You got 30 of them now.
I want to buy one. Hey, what's so funny, huh?
Where's the car?
Hey, where's the car? I parked it right here.
Now look, Normie, I ain't in the mood for no more
I
games.
parked it right here in this very spot.
Now listen here.
Whoa, some dirty crook stole our car.
Are you trying to double-cross me? Where's the dough?
In a spare tire.
And where's the tire?
In a car.
And where's the car?
Yeah, where's the car?
Enormous luggage compartment. Big enough for a mother-in-law. A spare tire firmly held in place.
Well, a tubeless tire, of course.
Oh, of course. A 5 guaranteed tubeless tire.
Oh, now that scratch is a pity.
One of the cleanest bodies it has ever been my privilege to see. And there's practically no mileage on this car. You see, it was owned by a little old lady who couldn't drive.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, well, of course, occasionally she had someone drive for her, but he was a very careful driver. Never went over 20 miles an hour. So you can imagine, this engine is practically new.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. Come here. I'd be doing you a favor by letting you buy this car. And there's no one I'd rather see get it than you.
Well, my man, I'll take it.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. You have just made one of the wisest decisions of your life.
You really think so?
Oh, of course. I am willing to bet that some of your happiest hours will be spent in this car. Oh, how I envy you. Now, about the money.
35 grand, and you let it get driven away from you. Can we go around sticking up banks every day? What's the matter?
Mo, there's our car.
Oh, Uncle Martin. You went and did it.
Well, McCarkle bullied me into it. Molly, how do you like the color? Sunset magenta.
Oh, it's beautiful. Wait till Eddie sees it.
You know, I was a little prejudiced about that man, Friendly Frank. But this is a miracle, Mo.
You supposed to belong to the preacher all the time?
I don't know, but Mo, I want to... I want to talk to you. Now, we are going to do this legitimate. We are not going to steal from any church.
What are we going to do?
Well, we buy it back from him.
Buy it when it's our car in the first place?
Mo, it was not our car in the first place. Now, we go and do that on a level. We are not going to double-cross any church. I'm going to put on my tie, and I call on the Reverend.
I sure hope our 35 grand will be safe.
You know something, Mo? We couldn't have chosen a safer place than the rectory of the Episcopal Church.
Oh, I do love a bit of chocolate mousse.
I hope you like it, Eddie.
Oh, yeah, but I got a nervous stomach.
Nervous stomach? Why?
Well, because I'm getting married next Saturday, that's why.
Well, I'm getting married next Saturday, too, and I don't have a nervous stomach.
The bride and groom mustn't have words.
Why is he so nervous when I'm not?
I dare say weddings come more natural to a woman.
Well, I always thought brides were supposed to be nervous, too.
Molly's a girl who's always been pretty sure of herself.
Is that a good thing in a wife?
My capabilities have never been criticized.
Tell me, Eddie, did you get a chance to look over my dream chariot? I'm going fishing this afternoon.
Yes, I did. It's in good shape, almost like new.
Oh, it's nice to know that you can go out to buy a good used car and really get a good used car. You know, I think I'll call her Rosie.
Doctor, you will be back from your fishing trip in time for the wedding, won't you?
No, Eddie, you know I wouldn't let anyone else officiate. Don't worry.
Excuse me.
Marriage is a holy alliance, my son. Don't let it go to your stomach.
No, I sure wish it was all over with.
Oh, it'll be a splendid wedding. The bishop himself is coming. You do want to marry Molly, don't you?
Oh, sure I do. It's just that marriage is so final.
Uncle Martin, there's a Mr. Briggs to see you.
Briggs. Not old Hortensius. Oh, no, he's dead.
Well, I've got to get back to the station. Thanks very much for lunch, Doctor.
You're welcome, my boy.
Nervous.
I got nervous.
Top of the morning to you, Reverend.
Mr. Briggs?
Yes.
Yeah, won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Now, is there something I can do for you?
Yes, Reverend, there is. I'd love to buy a car.
A car? Go on.
How about it?
You want to buy a car? Mr. Briggs, I'm sometimes known as Friendly Father Muldoon, but I'm not in the automobile business.
No, I know that, Reverend, I know that, but I want to buy you a car.
What? You mean my lovely Rosie?
No, your Plymouth.
Well, Mr. Briggs, she's not for sale. I only just bought her.
Oh, but I'm looking for a car like that, for months and months and months.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but I really don't want to sell.
Reverend, I pay you $100 more than you paid for it.
Thank you, no, Mr. Briggs.
$200.
But, my dear man, I need the car. I've so many parish visits to make.
Oh, well, how would it be if I buy you another car, huh? You see, we have our heart set on a car like that. It's just the right color.
Yes, sunset magenta. But I'm sorry, Mr. Briggs. I must be firm. You know, I don't like to appear rude, but I really have a great deal to do.
$300.
Mr. Briggs, this amounts to an obsession. Now, I suggest you pay a visit to Friendly Frank's used car lot. I'm sure he'll have something to satisfy you.
This is going to kill poor Mo.
And who is Mo?
That's very hard to describe. He's my partner.
Oh, and is he sick?
I am. Pardon me.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't try hard enough.
Yes, I did, but he likes her. He loves her.
You didn't offer him enough.
He doesn't want any money. He even gave it a name. You know what he calls her? Rosie.
Rosie. That settles it. Tonight we steal his spare tire. I'm not donating no 35 grand to no church, even if it is deductible.
Thank you, dear.
Now, you have a fine time, Uncle Martin, and bring back the biggest fish stories yet.
I'll see you at the altar.
This. Don't forget the net.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Hey, there he goes. He's driving off in our car. Now what do we do?
Wait till he comes back.
Supposing he don't come back.
Suppose. Trouble with you is you've got too much imagination.
Yes, Mrs. Johnson, you were outside the bank, I see. Well, if it looked like your car, please, what kind of a car do you have? Good. Do you remember the color? Did you by any chance notice the license number? The first three letters were... Thank you. It's a very great help, Mrs. Johnson. It's our only clue so far to the thieves. Bye. Sent out an APB. The man who held up the Amalgamated Trust Company believed to have escaped in a 1955 red Plymouth. The first three letters of the license are N-U-T.
Oh, it's been a perfect couple of days, Joe. Oh. Lovely, Martin. Lovely. Too bad you haven't caught any fish.
Oh, well, it's the sport of the thing that counts. The sunshine and the fresh air. You know, Joe, a man owes himself a holiday like this now and again to lift the spirit and replenish the soul.
And will it have to give a better sermon on Sunday?
Oh, now, please, Joe, let's not discuss professional matters just now.
Oh, I see. Well, if the soul is too material a subject, tell me, what do you have to pay for the car?
Oh, I got a bargain, Joe. A real bargain.
Did you know?
You know, I was just thinking what a wonderful thing the automobile is. Here in no time at all, it brings us up close to nature and to tranquility.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Well, I've told you for years you needed a car.
I know, but I always thought an automobile might complicate my life.
Oh, nonsense. What utter nonsense.
Well, here we go again. Got it.
This your car?
Yes, it is, officer. Oh, but it's not for sale.
You're under arrest.
Boy, am I nervous. I'm glad I don't have to do this more than once.
Aren't we a little late in starting?
I do not like a wedding to begin late.
It's holding up the show.
We are late in starting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you that the wedding will not take place as scheduled. Owing to the fact that something has happened over which I have no control.
In just a moment, we'll return to the second act of The Fifth Wheel. And now your host, Bill Lundigan.
You know, planes like this are exciting to look at even in a still picture. They look like swift motion itself.
And here in the flight suite is a concept of styling that borrows from tomorrow to put you ahead today.
Note how one clean front-to-back stroke conveys the feeling of go.
From nose to upswept tail fin, here's the look of action.
And has there ever been action as dramatic as the takeoff of a jet? Awaiting your command in the new Chrysler Corporation cars is power that's more responsive than ever. Touch of the toe, and away you go. Power with smooth, easy control for beautiful maneuverability. That's what you want. And that's what you get to a degree unequaled on the ground in any car of the forward-look 56.
Not only your choice of the finest power features, but flawless drive control at the touch of a button with push-button power flight, a Chrysler Corporation exclusive, fully tested and perfected.
And thus you see, cars of the flight suite bring you not only the fleet, agile look of jet aircraft, but jet age, performance, and control as well. Why don't you pilot one of the new Chrysler Corporation beauties yourself? Let your dealer show you how inviting his terms are in your choice of the value-packed Plymouth, Dodge, DeSoto, Chrysler, or the exclusive Imperial. And now we return to Climax, tonight starring Hume Cronin, Peter Lorre, Benita Granville, Arthur Treacher, Buddy Bear, John Lupton, and James Gleason.
You got me into this, McCarkle.
And how, pray tell?
You made me buy the car.
Only last night you said a car brought you peace and tranquility.
Not this car.
Well, is it my fault? You have a real talent for picking out the wrong car, Martin.
Getaway car, indeed. Who do they think we are?
You know perfectly well they think we're a couple of bank robbers. And at the moment, I dare say we look the
I'll
part.
sue that little upstart sheriff. I'll sue for false arrest.
You know, I rather enjoy being taken for a bank robber. After all, Martin, we lead such circumspect lives.
And while I'm suing, I'll sue Friendly Frank. What kind of a friendly favor does he call this?
I'm afraid the bishop would be upset at so many lawsuits. Oh, this is one for the record. Oh.
Just let me remind you, Joe, you're in the same boat.
Oh, but they'd say I was under your evil influence.
We want to see the sheriff. I demand to see a lawyer.
You're losing your voice, Martin.
Well, why don't you do a bit of yelling, man? What are you, a mouse or what? Who are you?
Ferguson of the Newton Police.
Well, I'm Dr. Martin Muldoon of St. Andrew's Parish. And this is Mr. McCarkle of St. Mark's.
Come on, you bums. Are you going to give me your real names? It'll go easier, will you?
No, by all the saints. Haven't you got a civil tongue in your head? When I get out of here,
Now listen.
You listen to me. Now, you get us out of here in double quick time, too. This is a shame and a disgrace. Couple of decent fishermen out for a little peace and tranquility. You just wait until Bishop Thornley hears about this. Just wait until Bishop Thornley hears about it.
Poor Molly. She must be crying her eyes out. If you only knew how she looked forward to that wedding. I can't see that one day it'd make any difference. What's wrong? What's the matter? What is? Could it be one of the tires? The tubeless tire?
Oh, now will you look at that? One of my perfect tubeless tires crumpled on me.
It's lucky we're a couple of miles from Newton. You can call Eddie.
Lucky?
Let's make more progress on this trust company case. Now let's stop making bonus and find some clues. Alert all storekeepers to the serial numbers on those stolen bills. Now up to it.
I don't know. I just don't know whether I can go through it again.
But Eddie, the ceremony was postponed. You haven't even been through it once.
That's worse than having it happen. Don't you understand? Oh, gosh, maybe I'm a coward. What is it, a coward dies 1,000 deaths? Hey, look at here, a $10 bill. It was under the spare tire.
Oh, my, a crisp new $10. You know that's the best thing that's happened to me in days.
How do you suppose it got there?
Boy, I presume it belongs to the farmer owner.
Or maybe Friendly Frank.
If it belongs to the farmer owner, I shall return it. If it belongs to Friendly Frank, I feel he owes it to me. Eddie, tell me, was Molly very upset?
Oh, she cried. Yeah, I guess she was upset. You know, a woman's funny about her wedding. She doesn't like to have it stopped in the middle.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you know Molly. She snaps back pretty quick. I'm the one that's taking it hard. I may not snap back.
Oh, now, boy, don't worry.
Oh, well.
You'll look back on this all one day and laugh.
Well, there you are. Oh, I'll take this front tire back to the station with me. It may be defective or something.
Oh, thank you, Eddie. Thank you. Now, how much do I owe you?
Oh, forget it, Father. Just get me and Molly married, that's all I ask.
You cheated.
I did not.
You cheated, I saw you.
How can you cheat in checkers, crazy?
You moved one of your men when I wasn't looking.
When you wasn't looking, how could you see it?
Hey, here is our car back. We just drove it into the yard.
Good. Tonight, as soon as the lights are out in the rectory, we steal the spare tire.
I steal the spare tire. I'm the one with the light touch, remember?
We steal the spare tire. I get 2 numbers just waiting.
Mo. Molly. Molly, I wouldn't have had it happen for anything.
Well, it did seem awful at the time, but we can schedule the wedding for tomorrow, can't we?
Tomorrow, and nothing on earth shall interfere.
Don't you worry about me, Uncle Martin. You were the one who had the terrible experience.
Oh, terrible, Molly, terrible. Never spend a night in jail, if you can help it.
Was it really dreadful?
Stuffy. No ventilation. I didn't even have my trombone to comfort me. I prayed, of course, but even my prayers were interrupted by McCarkle chattering, and when he wasn't chattering, he was snoring.
Well, you just get out of those old fishing things, because I've cooked your favorite pot roast for tonight, huh?
Ah, what a good girl you are, Molly.
Oh, how did Rosie behave?
Not only did Rosie lead me into the hands of the police, she went lame in her right foreleg as well. Oh, thanks.
Molly, just to think we were supposed to be man and wife by now.
Well, don't look like a dying cow. We'll be married tomorrow. You've just had a small reprieve.
Oh, Doctor, I brought back your spare wheel. It's fixed up as good as new.
Thank you, Eddie. Oh, I called Friendly Frank's to try and locate the farmer owner of the car, but they told me he was a no-good deadbeat, whatever that is, and missing. At any rate, that new $10 bill's in the public domain, and I want you to have it.
Oh, no. It's in your car.
Eddie, I insist.
Well, I'll take my usual service charge of $2, and that's all.
Oh, you know, that's very generous of you, Eddie. All right.
There's your change.
Thank you. Oh, the service is set for noon tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll be there.
Why, of course you'll be there.
It'd be a peculiar wedding without you.
I gotta get it off.
Yeah, but don't make so much noise.
There. I got it. It's not here. The money, it's gone.
Hey, they discovered it.
Who discovered it?
How should I know? You think the Reverend has it?
You mean we made a donation to the church after all?
We got to go away and think, Mo.
I'm tired of thinking. I don't like the way you handled this whole thing. You just goofed and goofed and
Don't
goofed.
get mad, Mo, please. I admit we handled the whole thing much too gentle-like, but there comes a time where you take off the velvet glove and put on the brass knuckles. That time has come.
Yeah. Tomorrow we get rough.
Yeah, thanks. One of the missing $10 bills has turned up. It was deposited by Eddie Nolan, who runs a gas station at 5th and Elm. I think I'll have a little talk with Mr. Eddie Nolan.
Oh, sorry, no gas today. I'm getting married.
That's what you think. Are you Eddie Nolan?
Yeah?
Come along with us.
Hey, what is this? I haven't done anything. Since when it is a crime to get married?
I'm going to have a talk with you down at headquarters.
About what?
Oh, just a little talk about hold up.
Hey, these guys with a kid from a gas station. Don't they look like cops?
You ought to know cops as well as me.
Hold up. This guy got our money.
You think so?
Yeah, he and the father are in it together. Maybe the girl, too.
Yeah. We get rough.
Yeah. Not too much, huh?
But I'm getting married right this minute.
Now, look, I realize that a lot of cash passes through your hands during the course of a business day. But I wonder if by any chance you can remember who paid you with this nice, crisp, new bill.
How would I remember? My gosh.
You'd better think hard, Nolan. Think good and hard. Otherwise, we might come to the conclusion you came by that bill some other way.
What are you talking about? Do you think I went out and picked it off of a branch?
A branch of a bank, maybe.
Branch! Look, I get so many $10 bills. Hey, wait a minute. I remember where I got this bill. Dr. Muldoon gave it to me.
Did you say Dr. Muldoon?
Yeah, Dr. Muldoon of St. Andrews. Do you know him?
Do I know Dr. Muldoon? Good morning, Dr. Muldoon.
Good morning, Mr. Ferguson. Now, I want no further dealings with you. Besides, I've got a marriage ceremony to perform.
The bridegroom's down at headquarters.
Eddie, what happened? What's going on here?
That's what I'd like to know.
You get out of here and let me go.
Not until you tell us where your friends are with our money.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No?
Now let me go.
Just a minute, lady. Normie's talking to you.
Hey, Mo. You know something?
You would make a very nice-looking bridegroom.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you that the wedding will not take place as scheduled. Not only are the bridegroom and Dr. Malone at police headquarters, but the bride hasn't shown up.
In just a moment, we'll return to the third act of The Fifth Wheel. And now, once again, your host, Bill Lundigan.
You know, I'd like to have you meet our very special guest this evening, Captain Wilson Byerhoff. Welcome to Climax.
Glad to be here, Bill. It's a real nice change flying out California way.
Sit down, won't you?
Thanks.
It's kind of a change from your regular run, isn't it?
That's right. Fort Worth to Dallas to New York, and New York to Dallas to Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my American Airlines DC-7 flagship that I pushed through the sky for 1,500 miles at a clip. And you know something? I control her by such easy things as this, flipping a switch, or as here, adjusting a few dials right at my fingertips. But of course there was a time, and it wasn't so long ago, when we had to do these things practically by brute force, like lowering the flaps. But now we hardly have to do a thing. A touch of a lever, and power takes over and does the heavy work. And it's like that every moment we're in the air or on the ground. Power working to make everything easy. That's why one of my greatest thrills was finding those wonderful power assists in my new Chrysler. Mrs. Byerhoff and I drove a lot of cars before we selected this Chrysler New Yorker. Just like in my plane, there's power everywhere at my fingertips. For instance, push-button driving. Just touch a button, step on the gas, and you're on your way. It's a mechanical hookup, so it can't drain your battery. We're also impressed with the power brakes on Chrysler Corporation cars. All you need is that light touch of a toe you just saw for safe, sure, easy stopping every time. And of course, one of the great things in our Chrysler car is the really terrific power steering. It's the kind that's full-time, which is mighty important. It's important because with full-time power steering, you always have a steady feel of the road. You know it's working for you every minute you're behind the wheel, whether parking in a difficult spot or taking a long cross-country trip. You see, I know how much modern engineering can do to make driving or flying easy. So I just wouldn't settle for anything less than full-time help, the kind Chrysler Corporation gives you.
In other words, Captain Byerhoff, as they say in flyers lingo, you could kind of check us out on the advantages of owning a Chrysler Corporation car, huh?
I sure could, Bill. It handles smoothly the way pilots are used to things handling.
Well, thank you, By, and appreciate your being on the Climax program with us, and I'll probably be flying with you one of these days.
Glad to be here, and I'll look forward to it.
Good. You know, you don't have to be an airline pilot to recognize the difference between other cars and the cars of the Forward Look 56. Your dealer is ready to check you out, so why don't you drop by and test pilot the Chrysler Corporation car of your choice? And now we return to the third act of The Fifth Wheel from a story by Leo Galen, adapted for Climax by Whitfield Cook.
Come on, little lady. How about being a little more cooperative, huh?
We're going to keep you here till you talk, see?
Where's the money?
I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody has any money, and you've ruined my whole wedding, and I wish I were dead.
Mo, is the door locked?
Yeah.
Go see who it is.
It's some important-looking guy in a collar, and a little guy with the keys letting him in.
Not a move out of you. Remember, the gun will be on you all the time.
Thank you, sir. Molly. Well, where are you for your wedding?
Oh, Bishop Thorne. I think I had a fainting spell.
Oh, and no one with you. We brought her around.
Yeah, we just happened to drop in to talk to the Reverend, about buying a car.
Oh, Bishop Thornley, I'm so happy to see you.
Every time I come to this parish, something extraordinary happens.
If you only knew, Bishop Thornley.
I'm not at all certain that I approve of Dr. Muldoon having so much traffic with the police. Traffic with the police. There now, I made a joke.
Miss Molly, won't you sit down, please? You're still very weak.
Is there anything I can get you?
No, thank you.
I'm sorry to intrude like this, but do you mind if I wait here for the doctor?
Oh, no, not at all. We are all with... Sit down, Bishop. Sit down.
Thank you very much. Thank
you. You too, Mo. Sit down.
Did you ever see any of those suede shoes with cute little tassels?
No, I don't think I ever have, no.
I sure got my heart set on some.
Extraordinary. Did you gentlemen say you were waiting here to buy Dr. Muldoon's car?
Uh-huh. We've been very anxious to get a hold of it for a long time.
I didn't know he had one.
He only just bought it.
Oh, by the way, where is the car? I didn't notice it in the driveway.
I don't know. Uncle Martin is probably driving it. Bishop Thornley, may I get you some tea?
Oh, no, please don't bother. I never take it. Never take it. Suede shoes with cute little tassels, eh?
Yeah.
What will they think of next?
Uncle Martin! I must say, I think this is outrageous. Eddie, I'm so glad to see you.
Molly, I'm so sad for you. I wouldn't have done this to you for anything. The police were after me again.
Police? Yeah, me too. They think we're crooks or something.
Bishop Thornley, I didn't expect to find you here.
You look distraught, Doctor.
Oh, I am. Bishop Thornley, have you ever been in the hands of the police?
I can't say that I have. No.
Oh, it's most distressing. First they claim I have a stolen car. Then they claim I have stolen money. And have you, Reverend? Mr. Briggs, what are you doing down there? Oh, Mo and I, my partner, we came here to talk about the car, if the price is right.
You know, I'm not at all certain that I approve of you getting entangled with the police. I know there's been complaints about your trombone, but you now seem to be in difficulty of a non-musical nature.
Well, Bishop Thornley, Bishop Thornley, I am an innocent victim of Friendly Frank's used car lot.
Well, I got to get the station open.
Wait a minute, Eddie. We're getting married today.
Well, it's too late. We'll get married tomorrow.
No, it's not. Uncle Martin.
Even
Uncle
took my
Martin, it's not too late to go ahead with the ceremony, is it?
No, I suppose not.
Did you hear that, Eddie? We're getting married, and nothing is going to stop us. No police, no bank robbers, nothing.
All right, I'll see you later.
Mr. Briggs, do you still want to buy my car? Yes, I want to know about the money. Oh, you mean the price? No, the money. I'll let you have it for just what I paid for it. I put $500 down. Fool thing's been nothing but an annoyance. First it gets me arrested, then it lets me down by having a bad tire. A bad tire? Oh, I had to put on the spare right out in the middle of nowhere. It's been a terrible aggravation. Reverend, we buy your car. Splendid. Take it and drive it away.
Oh, now, don't be hasty, Doctor. A car's a great convenience, and in your parish, I think it was a necessity.
I'll get another. I want no further part of Rosie.
Rosie?
She's let me down.
Do I know the lady?
The car in question, Bishop Thornley.
To be sure, yes, an alias.
Reverend, where is the car? Oh, I took it over to Eddie's early this morning to be serviced. Oh, that's fine. We'll pay cash for it, and we take possession of it right away, okay? I'll get you a receipt. No, never mind. Gentleman's agreement. Well, I must say, I never made such a quick transaction.
The turnover in used cars is enormous, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
They're the bank robbers.
What?
They were holding me prisoner, and they have a gun. They want the car because apparently the money is hidden in it. Oh, warn Eddie, they have a gun.
What? Here. Molly, you telephone police headquarters. I'll try to warn Eddie. Oh, if you can only stall them without arousing their suspicion.
You mean to say they're real bank robbers?
Police headquarters.
Then why are they at large? Will someone tell me that?
Rosie's now ours. We just bought it.
Oh, it isn't quite finished yet. Just a couple of minutes.
We'll take it now.
Well, it needs gas.
Well, fill her up, if you please.
Have you anything better to do than that, Martin Muldoon?
Hush, McCardle. Have you no sense of drama?
Bishop,
Get away before the shooting starts. Go on, get away, get away.
They're getting in the car. Oh, don't tell me Eddie's going to let them get away.
Where are the police?
What did you do it for? For goodness sake, didn't you hear me say that?
Wait a minute. I got it. You gave me the hit in the house, and the prisoner saw and clenched it.
Man, why did you let them get away?
They won't even get a block away. I put water in the gas tank.
Yes, but if you'd only held... Oh, do you see what a smart man it is you're marrying, Molly?
And this time I am marrying him.
There seems to be a great deal of activity in your parish, Doctor. Brilliantly, absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Bishop Thornley, thank you. Of course, I couldn't have done it without my trombone. Now you can buy Rosie again, and we'll go fishing.
Oh, Mr. Briggs, I'm terrible sorry. You owe me $500.
Look at them go. The cars with a jet-inspired aerodynamic flight sweep styling. Brilliant on the straightaway. Sensational on the toughest climbs. They're packed with power. Power from the only engines in American passenger cars built on airliner engine principles. With the dome-type combustion chamber, the most efficient shape for turning heat into power. The spark is centrally located so that firing is even and controlled for steady burning and smooth power. In the old-fashioned design of many other car engines, see how far the flame has to travel to burn all the gas. And see those sharp edges that can collect carbon deposits to cause knock and loss of power. But until Chrysler Corporation engineers developed a way to produce these finer engines on a volume basis, they could only be had in the most expensive racing car or in airplanes, and you still can't get them on competitive car makes. Another example of Chrysler Corporation's continuing engineering leadership.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, next week, this time, Chrysler Corporation will bring you the Shower of Stars and our special guest and my old friend, Red Skelton. Hi, Red.
Thank you very much, Bill. Good
How's
evening.
the show shaping up?
Well, fine. They've really got some wonderful material for me that really fits me.
Oh, no, that sounds very exciting.
Well, it is. They're still working on it, though, but when you see it, I'm sure that you're going to say it's the best-looking suit I've ever had.
Suit?
Yes. Wait till you see it. It's sort of a Monaco green.
Oh. All right, I'll go along with it. Monaco green?
Monaco green.
That'll do it. Yes, sir.
A little darker than Kelly.
Well, I'm sure it'll be beautiful, but to get back to the show, how is it coming along?
Well, truthfully, I think everyone's really going to be thrilled with our wonderful array of golden record stars.
What do you mean by golden record stars?
Well, these are the artists who have made one or more records that have sold over 1 million copies each.
Ah.
Now, for instance, we're going to have the Andrews Sisters, Patty, Maxine, and Laverne, Gene Austin, Gary Crosby, Georgia Gibbs, Frankie Lane, Rochester, Martha Tilton, Rudy Valley, and myself.
Hmm?
Me.
You?
Me.
Oh, now, come now, Red. You didn't sell over 1 million records, did you?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Of course, you see, I did it the hard way. I made 1 million songs and sold 1 record each, see? It's a little joke, you know. There's nothing like a little joke.
Yes, and that was nothing like a little joke.
Yes.
You know what? Thank you very kindly,
Thank
Red.
you. I'll be seeing you next week. Good night.
Right, see you next Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bill Lundigan saying thank you and see you next Thursday for Shower of Stars.
Don't miss out on your chance to win $50,000. If you own any make car, a 1950 model or newer, you may win one of 785 big prizes. See your local newspapers for details on Plymouth's big $150,000 contest, the easiest contest ever. Contest subject to federal, state, and local regulations. Coming on Climax, you will see 2 weeks from tonight, Nightmare by Day, starring Gene Nelson, Katie Girardo, Warner Anderson, Colleen Gray, Mary Astor. Climax has been presented by Chrysler Corporation, maker of these 5 great cars. Plymouth, Dodge, DeSoto, Chrysler, and the exclusive Imperial. The 5 great cars of the Forward Look from Chrysler Corporation. Art Gilmore speaking. Climax has been selected for viewing by our armed forces overseas and is a CBS television network production.